Hello, my dear friend. I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Welcome to your channel. Today, we're going to talk about how to introduce yourself in English. You know, practicing this really helps, and doing it daily can help us all learn better and faster. So, let's get right into it. Introducing yourself is something we do all the time, right? So feeling comfortable with it is super important. We're going to break it all down, step by step, so you can feel totally confident and relaxed. Here's our little plan for today. First, your name, then where you're from. After that, your age, your family, what you do for work or study, and finally, a little bit about your personality. By the end of this, you'll have everything you need. All right, let's start at the very beginning. The first step in any conversation, your name. So someone asks you that simple question, what's your name? How do you answer? Well, you've got a couple of really great options. Let's take a look at the most common ways. Okay, so you have two main choices here. You can say, my name is, which sounds just a little more formal. It's perfect for something like a job interview. Or you can just say I'm, which is super friendly and casual. You'll probably use I'm most of the time when you're making new friends. And here's a wonderful way to add a little more detail by sharing your nickname. You could say, my full name is Rebecca, but my friends call me Becky. Or, my name is Alexander, but people call me Alex. That little phrase, people call me, is so useful and friendly. Now, this is a really important cultural tip. If you meet someone and they quickly start using a shorter version of your name, don't worry. It's not rude at all. Actually, it's a sign that they're trying to be warm and friendly with you. It's a good thing. All right, so once people know your name, the next thing they're usually curious about is where you come from. Let's talk about sharing your origin. You're going to hear this question a lot. Where are you from? And people aren't just being nosy. They're usually just trying to find a connection, something you can talk about together. You've got some great ways to answer this. You can keep it really simple. I'm from Spain. Easy. Or you could add a bit more detail, like I'm from Cairo. It's in Egypt. My favorite, though, is the one that tells a little story. I was born in Thailand, but I live in Dubai. It just tells people a little more about your life. And remember, the reason people ask this is to find something in common. They might say, oh, Spain, I love the food there, or I've always wanted to see the pyramids in Egypt. It's just a really nice way to start a friendly chat. Okay, next up is age. Now, this topic can sometimes feel a bit personal, but it's good to know how to answer it comfortably if it ever comes up. You have two really simple choices. You can be exact and just say, I'm 28. Or, if you'd rather be a little more general, you can say which decade you're in, like, I'm in my 20s. Both are perfectly fine, but the second one is a little softer. And if you want to be a bit more specific without giving the exact number, these phrases are fantastic. You can say, I just turned 18, which means your birthday was very recent. Or, I'm almost 30, which means you're 29. You can also use early or late, like I'm in my early 30s. Now, here is a very, very important cultural tip. In a lot of English-speaking cultures, asking an adult for their age directly can feel a little too personal. So it's usually better to just wait and let them share it if they want to. This will help you avoid any awkward little moments. Let's move on to a warmer topic, family. This is something that often comes up when you're getting to know someone new. A really common question is, do you have any siblings? Now, that word siblings is a great one to know. It just means your brothers and sisters all together. And you have lots of simple ways to answer this. You can say if they're older or younger than you. If you don't have any brothers or sisters, there's a special phrase for that. I'm an only child. You can even say where you fit in, like I'm the middle child or I'm the youngest. Okay, let's move on to one of the most common conversation topics of all. What you do with your time, whether you're working or studying. Okay, this next part is so important because it confuses a lot of learners. When someone asks, what do you do? They want to know about your job or what you're studying. They are not asking what you are doing in this exact moment. Let me repeat that because it's so important. What do you do means, what is your job? And here are the simple patterns for answering. If you have a job, you just say, I'm a, and then your job title. For example, I'm a teacher. If you're a student, you can say, I study English. And if you're looking for work right now, a very polite and common way to say it is, I'm between jobs. And finally, let's talk about how to share a little piece of who you are inside, your personality. This really helps people feel a real connection with you. Okay, please pay close attention here, because this is another very common mistake. The question, what do you like, is about your hobbies, things like music or sports. But the question, what are you like, is asking about your personality. That one little word, are, changes the entire meaning of the question. Let's remember that together. What are you like is about personality. And you don't need any complicated words to answer this. Just pick one or two simple words that feel right for you. You could say, I'm hardworking, or I'm easygoing, which just means you're relaxed. Or maybe, I'm a positive person. These simple words can paint a very clear picture. And there you have it. Your name, your origin, your age, your family, your work, and your personality. You now have all the pieces to introduce yourself with confidence in almost any situation. You've done a wonderful job. And don't forget, if this was useful for you, please like, comment, and subscribe so our friendly family can grow. Let's learn and grow together. My dear friend, we are at the end of this video. I hope it was interesting and helpful for you. If you like this video, please like, leave a comment, and subscribe so we can see each other again in the next videos. Until next time, take care and stay happy. Goodbye.